What's up everyone, ENADZT here, and I got a gameplay for you of me on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. We're going to be using the Intervention Sniper Rifle using Sleight of Hand Pro, Stopping Power Pro, and Ninja Pro on Free-For-All on Estate. Later in the game we'll be switching over to the UMP with Marathon Lightweight and Ninja Pro. Very basic setups. First one's for quick scoping, obviously. Second one's for rushing. I do very poorly at first, as I just absolutely wreck that guy with the sniper somehow. I do very poorly with a sniper, so I decided to switch over to the UMP, and I pull off a very, it's not a very great win. I mean, it's a 30 and 4 free-for-all gameplay, not too great, not something that's I'm very happy with, but I think it was a really a good enough gameplay to post because I wanted to kind of do a little short commentary. The reason why I want to do a commentary is because I was watching a video from a Mr. I Redneck, or I Zedneck is how I always think of his name whenever I see it. But Redneck did a commentary. It'll be linked down below. That is the inspiration for this commentary. In this commentary, though, because it's actually something I've never actually thought of before, and that is going to be who is going to blow up when Black Ops 2 arrives. Because as we all know, whenever there's a new Call of Duty game, there's always a new wave of commentators, and there's going to be a new wave of people blowing up during that game. As he pointed out in his commentary, which is going to be linked down in the description, I do believe in credit where credit is due. I am copying his, I'm not copying his commentary, but I'm kind of giving my sort of response to it, I guess. It's just my way of thinking it. But in his video, he mentions how in Modern Warfare 3 you had T-Mart blow up during that. You had you have Jay Nasty, Exquisite. You have all those guys who all blew up. TBNR Frags. A lot of guys really blew up during Modern Warfare 3. Not Modern Warfare 2. During Black Ops, actually, Fearcrads was one of the biggest ones that blew up during that time, and obviously Yodi Slayer was one of them who also blew up during that time. And I put a little bit of thought into this as to why people actually blew up during that. You have people like T-Mart who are giving out tips and tricks to people, much like how Redneck said. You have T-Mart giving tips and tricks to new people, which is always something that people are looking for whenever there's a new game. You had Jay Nasty and Exquisite, who are very, very strong players, along with TBNR Frags, repping the PC side of the game. And you had people who are people like that who are posting insane gameplays. That they were all covering that front. And I was kind of thinking about why some people actually blow up during this time. And now, one of the biggest people who blew up during Black Ops is that it was Yodi Slayer. And if you don't know who he is the zombie slaying king. He is the king of zombies, pretty much. If you guys say Syndicate is the king of zombies, I have to formally disagree with you. I believe Yodi Slayer is a much better zombie slayer than Syndicate. That's just my opinion. I like them both. I really like them both. They're both really nice people. But I prefer Yodi Slayer over Syndicate when it comes to zombie slaying. But thinking about all the aspects of Black Ops 2, I'm going to go with something that's kind of different. I do agree with how Redneck said that Yodi Slayer is going to be one of the guys who blows up. And I think Yodi is going to get to at least 200 to 300k subs by the time Black Ops 2 is done with its life cycle. But I think the people who are going to blow up during that is going to be everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people in the competitive community. I think Nadeshot's going to blow up, Scump is going to blow up. I think a lot of the bigger competitive players in Call of Duty are really going to blow up due to the fact that it has competitive playlists in it. And because of this, a lot of people are going to be interested in how to play competitively and different competitive strategies when it comes to Call of Duty. So I think with because it has such a small field of people actually discussing how competitive things work, I feel like people need to put their money on people who are doing competitive gameplays and stuff like that, because they're all going to be covering such a small field of people, and it's going to be something that's brand new to a lot of people. I'm willing to bet that a lot of people really don't know how big the competitive scene is on Call of Duty, and because of Black Ops 2, a lot of people are going to take notice of it. So, I think I'm going to put my money on the competitive community coming together and actually getting I think they're going to be getting a lot of leeway and a lot more recognition after this game, because of how much attention the competitive community is getting attention off of this. I guess that's kind of weird to say, but so I want to know who do you guys think is going to blow up? Do you guys think it's going to be some sort of smaller not subscriber, but just smaller commentator that hasn't been heard yet? Do you guys think it's going to be one of the bigger ones, much like how T-Martin blew up, or do you guys think? What do you guys think though? I just want to know. You have a lot of different aspects that are going to be really different. I don't think gameplays are going to be too huge on this. They're just going to be normal like they've always been. There's nothing going to be huge about it. You know, obviously people like Jay Nasty and Exquisite are going to be getting a lot more subs and views because they're getting those crazy gameplays, and everyone wants to watch those crazy gameplays. But I feel like a lot of people in the zombies sort of crew is going to get a ton of attention in this one because of how big zombies is going to be, and I think the people in the competitive community are going to be a lot more popular after this. So, you know, if you guys are looking to start up, if you're good at either zombies or competitive, be very aware of what is going on and what people are looking for during this time, because I feel like that's going to be a huge point where people are going to be wanting to watch gameplays of. So like I said earlier, though, who do you guys think is going to be the biggest commentator that's going to blow up during this? It could be a new commentator, it could be an old commentator, it could be someone you've never heard of. Well, obviously you have to hear of them for you to recommend them, I guess. But it could be someone who's very small. It could be it really could be anyone at this point. No one really knows, obviously. So, you know, who do you guys feel like it's going to be? Redneck said Yodi Slayer. I think if anyone, I'm going to have to put my money on like one specific person. I'm going to have to say Scump. Maybe like Ronaldinho, maybe, depending on how much Ron plays. You know, if Ron bridges the gap between MLG, not MLG, but just competitive and, you know, not pro players. I'm getting mixed up all over the place right now. Competitive and pub stompers, I guess. You know, it could be Ronaldinho. For all I know, though, it could be literally anyone. So leave in the comment section below who you guys think is going to be victorious when it comes to blowing up during Black Ops 2. I would love to know. And as I said before, this commentary was based off Redneck's commentary. If you guys want to go see his channel or his video about this, feel free to check the link in the description. I will make sure to provide it because I do feel like credit is due, or, you know, whatever. I feel like credit needs to be given where credit is due. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this slightly campy gameplay, but, you know, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, though, and see ya.